Hello, everybody. This is the Pyramids of Mars watch-along and discussion. Some of you are probably asking, though, why we're this early? Well, myself and a couple of the other panelists that do be on are going to be appearing on another stream later on. More details to follow, but we're not going to be getting too much into the discussion tonight like we normally do. So I'm going to get me guests on, and we're going to get this watch-along going. It's Pyramids of Mars. So if everybody could get their copies of Pyramids of Mars ready, that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to send out the emails now to me guests, and hopefully we can get them all in. I know it's a bit early, but we have to start early and we have to finish before a certain time, just to make sure that everybody can get a bit of a break as well before we start with the other stream. We'll fill you in, obviously. Won't tell you right now because, want to surprise the J-bots. So we'll keep it to ourselves for now, but we'll let you know at the end of the stream. I'm sending out the invites there now. So if you want to pop in, remember this is the last weekend until we shuffle things around. So New Who is tomorrow, but it'll be on Thursdays then, and then we'll have settled panels then. We have all the panels sorted out. So I'm sending all the links now to people that are going to be joining us for this watch along, and yeah, we're looking forward to the big night of streaming. It's a big Doctor Who stream happening, hosted by a big YouTube channel, and I'm going to be there. Az is going to be there. Rabbi is going to be there. As far as I know, Lee is there also. There's going to be a few more people. Ballstreck might be making an appearance, and Ballstreck, as you know, yourselves guys, has been on a bit of a hiatus, but he might make an appearance tonight. So yeah, it's a big stream. Also, going on a big stream like that, it's great to mix with other fellow content creators. So we're looking forward to that. So yeah, that's why we've started early tonight. Right, I've sent people their invites. So Real Super Doctor sent you an email. Charlotte, I sent you an email. Rabbi sent you an email. So if you want to get those emails, and then we'll figure out who else is supposed to come on tonight. Remember, this is the last weekend before we do the little switcheroo. Thursday nights will be New Who night. Saturdays will remain classic Who. But this is the last weekend of having them both together on the same weekend. So we're just waiting. We got one of our guests already in, so we're just going to wait on the rest of them. Obviously, I'm going to be a little bit more patient today because obviously we've decided to go early. So I'm just letting them know that we are live, just in case. So let me see. We got Real Super Doctor. He's got a private chat. Rabbi is still on Facebook. It's finishing. Cool. I'm gonna ask you in the chat. Actually, let me know, John, if you know who else I'm supposed to bring on. Will you, in the private chat there, if you can, real quickly. So while we're waiting on Rabbi and Charlotte and stuff, because I do know it's a bit short notice. I don't know. Actually, I better just text Charlotte and let her know that we're starting. Right, hold on. Just got a message on Twitter. I just want to check it out. Make sure. We're just waiting on our guests, folks. We're just waiting on our guests because it's, you know, I had to start early and we had to, it was either that or cancel it. And I didn't want to cancel again. So I didn't want to cancel again. See, we have to start soon because he's the YouTuber's channel that we're going on is finishing up a video. So we have to start there, watch along soon. Hold on. Just give us a second, folks. Right, I'm just waiting on the panelists. Like, we are a bit short for time, and I mean, I've been discussing this behind the scenes, saying that I was going to start early. You know, so it's not as if nobody's known, except for Charlotte. Obviously, I'm only at the telling her now. But we really need to be starting. Like, I mean, the other guy is finishing up a video, and then he's setting up the link, and then, you know, we're going to be streaming straight away. We've only got limited time. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to be able to do this stream if the rest of them don't show up. Do you know what? I'll have to start. I've no choice. I can't wait. Like, this is... Right, we got Rabbi here as well. Just let me know in the private chat who else I'm supposed to bring on. No, not Classic Who. Yeah, that person maybe. And Charlotte is having her tea. Okay, well, Charlotte is fine. Charlotte can pop in when she can. Do you know what I'm going to do? It'll just save all the feckin' hassle. Whoever's supposed to be on the Classic stream, I won't be doing this again anyway because we'll have set panels. Yeah, because we need to really start. I need to get more people on so we can start this. So there you go. The link is in the chat. If you're supposed to be on the Classic stream tonight, because we didn't, I even forgot the episode. Rabbi thought it was Tower of the Autons. I had to ask Charlotte, and she said it was Pyramids of Mars. So, like, we don't even know who's supposed to be bloody on. I'll have to look at this. The most disorganized I've been, to be quite honest with you. It's just the other fella threw the bleeding stream on us. So, and we don't want to miss it. And you don't want to miss it either. We'll let you know whose channel it is later. So everybody on the panel that's coming on, don't give the game away whose channel we're on tonight. Say nothing, right? We'll announce it before we leave so we can surprise everybody and get everybody to jump over then. Right, let's bring on our guests. Now, Rabbi is here. It's fine. It's fine. I knew Rabbi was on the stream already, but I told everybody we were starting early. But we'll say no more because everybody's here now. So I'm just going to introduce them. So no big introduction. So we have the real super doctor in the house.
Hey Noel, how are you doing?
I'm great. And we've also got a rabbi from another planet. And he's got his sound off because I cut him off guard.
I'll try that again. Yeah!
I caught you off guard. Fantastic. I love when that happens.
You did. You caught me short.
I did. And we got the one and only problem being now Charlotte will join us.
Okay, no. You got to catch me up. I am so confused about everything.
Apparently,
we're going to something else after this. Right. What are we watching tonight?
Right, we're doing Pyramids of Mars tonight.
Pyramids of Mars, right. We could just do, if we're stretched for time, we could do 2 episodes tonight and 2 episodes at another date. Just throw that out there. And I don't know, are we doing anything tomorrow night?
We literally have to be starting in the next, say, 10 minutes, right? Because he's finishing up a video without giving away who it is. But they're finishing up a video and then they're going to throw the link up on the Twitter chat that we've been in, right? And then he's going to be starting soon. So, Lee, what is it? Between 8 and 9, isn't it?
Between 8 and 9, probably around 8, I'd say. Depends on his editing. So we'll see. Yeah. But around then.
So that's why we need to be starting this watch along now, get it going, because they're 25-minute episodes. Only 4-parter anyway, so we can do it if we don't chat too much.
Yeah, we can do this. We can do this.
Every time we do a classic feckin' stream, it either lasts 3 hours or 5 hours. So let's try to get this down to the time that it's supposed to be. Yep. Right? I'll tell you what. You've got pyramids. Send us pyramids, will you?
Let me get. I'll send everybody in the panel. I see. I wasn't sure. I uploaded Pyramids of Mars and Terror of the
Tarot. Yeah, we'll keep Terror. I'll tell you what. We'll do Terror when we come along to Tom, so you have it there already.
Yeah, it's no big deal. There we go. So fine. Let me just send it. I'll send it to you by the Twitch chats, right? That is a good way.
Yeah, send it to me by the Twitch.
The Twitch. Are
you going to watch it on BritBox then?
Oh, by the way, listen to this. You won't believe what happened to us, right? So I was playing FIFA last night. I decided to have a few games of FIFA before I go to bed. And I'm playing away and the TV goes black.
Oh, that's not good.
Nothing of it. No, because sometimes it happens, right? So I thought, okay, it's fine. It's just maybe it's overheated or something.
Right.
Today, TV is still broke. Our big flat screen TV is broke. We're literally using the TV the size of my computer now to watch TV.
And that's
I'm telling you, man. So you can tell, like, I mean, she's not too happy, obviously. I'm not too happy. The telly that we're using is a pain in the hole. And it just causes all sorts of bleeding problems.
Stress interruptions.
Right, we got PD Rich joining us as well. And Charlotte is having our tea. So Charlotte starts our tea at 6 or something. So she should.
I just threw out this thing. I'm not sure if you showed it last night. This is a new view of the new Dalek. You might want to have a look.
I've seen it. You tried to put it up. I already put up Fire Rabbi. Do you remember the last stream you're on, bro? I'll put it up again because it is quite funny.
Hello, PD Rich.
Now,
there you are. Now, he's not showing my dirty pictures, is he?
Oh,
I just want to add
somebody said it to me, and I it was so funny. I
just want to exclusively say that this new Dalek design was designed with women in their thoughts.
Oh. Yeah, it's my dirty picture.
Oh, no. I have to be honest now. And if anybody has a problem with that, he's
the butt plug Dalek. I love it.
I know, it is. It's funny. See, I don't mind shit like that. It's when it gets a bit, like the porn that was shared by who. Yeah.
I have to give the Doomcock's Minions credit for that. Some of the guys put it up. Crazy there.
Brilliant.
They're crazy. I love it.
We don't get into trouble, because all these SJWs are starting to lose their shit over the least little thing. People reporting their wives and their husbands. What's going on with the world? What's happened?
Oh, I know.
That Rabbi, what would you do, right? If you're in lockdown, right? What would you do if you said you were going for a walk and the wife rang the police on you because you wanted to go for that walk? Would you A, stay with your wife, B, divorce your wife? But here's the thing, right? If you stay with your wife, obviously you're going to be still living with her and there'll be a bit of tension. If you divorce her, you won't be able to leave the house anyway because you're in lockdown. So what would you do? If your wife reported you a lot for going for a walk,
I mean, honestly,
consider divorcing her, would you? Because if Cheryl did that,
it depends on other factors. Like, I mean, if she's able to use her mouth for good things as well, I think I could stay.
Oh my God! I knew why.
You went there. You went there, Noel.
Yeah, I know you did.
You had to go there.
Just like give you a straight answer. Why does everything feature Beckham?
It's Rabbi. Come on.
You think he would have grown out of a boy now? He's like,
look, I've known Rabbi for 15 minutes. I know what he's like.
Right, well, listen, we'll start this watch along in a couple of seconds. We'll get set up and we'll see if Charlotte can make it in the meantime.
Okay. So when we start,
I'm just going to go and get the earphones. You can have a knacker amongst yourselves there for a second.
Oh yeah, listen, when we start, I'm going to nip off and make myself a coffee or a tea, and so I'm not going to be here for the first bit of the first episode, but I've seen it before, so okay, everything's cool. This is the Pyramids of Mars. This was the one of the last ones they released, I believe, in the DVD range. By the way, I think if you're using the copy that I sent you, this is a different version. This has a scene that was cut out, like a 2 or 3 minute scene. Or 30-second scene that was cut out.
Well, that's going to throw me.
Yeah, well, I sent you the link. What?
Oh, naughty scene.
No, it's not. No, this is actually a real scene. No. It's like the TARDIS landing. And I'm not sure why they called it out, but they found it in like some archives and recolored it. And it's basically when the TARDIS first arrives.
Interesting.
I really can't remember the rest of the deal with it. I actually have a bunch of exclusive news that I'm going to be doing videos on tomorrow. I have a reasonably reliable source that is saying that Jodie Whittaker's agent is desperate to leave Doctor Who because it's been damaging her career.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
has that been going through the rounds? Because I heard it on Friday, and then it was Sabbath for me.
And I was kind of like, you know, why did Series 11?
There's a really bad echo, Noel.
Yeah, who's got their TV loud?
Someone had something on. Right, remember, folks, and I have to insist on this. When you come on a panel, you have to. I know you want to watch yourselves on YouTube. Sometimes I used to do that because I used to be a bit vain. But it's actually stupid because, you know, you get a bit of an echo. So
yeah,
don't be
had the problem with Jack Main the other day, didn't we?
Vain. Yeah, everybody knows I'm taking the piss, but if everybody's watching these, he's attacking his panelists. No, I'm not. We're friends. We all do this.
Oh, we had the same problem with Jack yesterday.
An Englishman here, right? An Englishman here who enslaved me for 800 years in problem game. You know? You can't say they're Englishman. You shut your mouth.
Don't start a dispute. Don't start a dispute. We've only just got peace, mate.
That's it.
900 years too short.
We don't want to start another war, but this time we win.
The country is. Yeah, it probably would.
It's not Boris says he's our prime minister, so we definitely win. That man couldn't vote his way out of a paper bag, let alone run a country. It's actually funny that you did. You actually elected that moron.
You think that's bad? You should look at the opposition. Oh,
I mean,
embarrassment. I mean, British
embarrassing.
Especially, you used to have politicians, you know. But now you look at them all; they're all just a bunch of fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Even the medical
ruling class, mate.
Even the medical experts, when the medical experts come out to do an interview, right, they're supposed to like give you a bit of security because you know they're the experts. But when they come out and they're talking like blubbering and they're stuttering like the way I am now because I kind of lost my train of thought and I'm trying to get back to it. But yeah, well, you see the way they ramble on like that. Like one minute you tell us you have to stay in lockdown. Now Christmas is coming up. By the way, COVID has decided to go away for Christmas. So you can take a minute off. It's like,
Apparently, in a pub, when you eat
it's like-
food and drink,
it's like
it won't
we're
get you.
either in lockdown or I'm not. Come on, you're taking the piss now. Force one I could understand, but this one, come on, you're taking the piss. So take a few days to see your family Christmas, yeah. But you're telling us then after that, then we have to go back into lockdown. Everybody,
Yeah, that's
everybody spreads the virus. Then
Yeah,
goes-
spread it and go back in lockdown.
Like what the hell? Like it's either open up or don't open up. Make up your fucking minds now. I'm sick of this
Yeah.
merry-go-round. I think everybody, you know what the worst thing about this is, right? I think everybody now, I don't think people mind being in lockdown once they know exactly what they have to do, but you're getting mixed messages. But I think at this day, I think that's what it is. I just think people are fed up because of all the misinformation. 1 minute they're telling you that you can't go into a pub or a stadium, but you can have three or four people from different households in your house over Christmas. Like, how does that make fucking sense? If that's the case, then open all the stadiums up as well. Open up all the theatres. Open up all the cinemas because they've been losing money for fucking months. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Right.
it's like a piece of the action in Star Trek. It's like that game they play, that card
Yeah.
game. That's what this lockdown's like. Oh, it's a Tuesday. Oh yes, you can go out on a Tuesday, but you can't do it on a Wednesday. Oh, you can only do that if the sun's up and it's a full moon. It's like,
Right, folks. Everybody get
Anyway.
ready with their copy of Pyramid
Okey-dokey.
and Card.
Yes.
I've got mine ready to go and all. It's on 0000. We'll give Charlotte another couple of minutes because she is having her tea. I did start
I'll
early.
send her a link while I'm
Well,
thinking about it right now.
She did. She does what I know. She does watch the story before she actually comes on because she likes to watch it a second. Oh no, she might have popped in there now. That might be her now. Hold on. Is that Alpha Omega? Did we lose Alpha Omega? Or did Alpha Omega even up? Here he is. Right, there's Alpha Omega. So we're just waiting on
Hi,
Charlotte.
Alpha.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'd say
Hello.
you can dish me when Charlotte comes in.
No. You could stay on. This is, as I said, this is the kind of last weekend where we're going to have a free for all. The panels, the classic panels, have been sorted. Still have to sort out. I think there's a few people still to join the Mando. But what I might do instead is I might just, because Rabbi watches the Mandalorian as well, so I might just have him, Lee, myself, Ninja Knight, and I don't know who else does be on the Mandalorian panel.
So what's happening tomorrow on Sundays? You said Sundays we're not doing the
No,
New Who.
Sunday we're doing. Sunday is still tomorrow. We're still doing New Who, right?
Okay,
It's
fine. I didn't understand.
Next Sunday, I won't be streaming at all unless I've figured out what I'm going to do with Sunday. I want to do something different on a Sunday. I feel Sunday is wasted with just doing the watch-along when I could be doing something else like a panel or something.
Yeah, I hear that.
And I think I want to do all the watch-alongs that we're doing, but I want to kind of split them up. They seem to be too close together, if you know what I mean. And I wanted something to break it up to end the weekend with that wasn't a watch-along on a Sunday. So I wanted to do it kind of a show because I think Sunday night, Friday night is a big night for the TARDIS.
What about moving TARDIS Talks to Sunday?
No, because TARDIS Zone Talks, everybody knows it's on a Friday now, and it's gotten a nice little time slot in between before Gary even starts his stream. Do you know what I mean? We get
that's a mini FNTS, man.
Listen to my stream, then end up going to Gary's stream. So I think that's a nice little time slot that we have there.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think that stays. The Mandalorian's fine on a Thursday night. I was thinking of moving that to Sunday and then doing something Thursday, but then again, that's another watch along on Sunday. I just want to do something different.
Yeah.
I kind of have a few ideas in my head. One of them was, just to tell you, is that I was going to do a kind of a thing called a conversation with. That was going to be the name of the show, and it was going to have if I could manage to get them, of course, YouTubers like Gary Heel versus Babyface, Critical Drinker, Comics Division. But then when I thought about it, I said that's probably a bad idea. For the simple fact is that some of these YouTubers you have to kind of book in advance and then the time difference can be a huge problem as well. So I thought that would be a bit messy because then it'd be different times every Sunday and it wouldn't be a settled time. You know me, I like me settled time slots. So yeah, so I don't know. I'm still thinking of a few little things, but I don't know. I just miss because Sundays we used to do the panels, if you remember, and then we changed that, and then we start doing the watch-alongs. I kind of miss doing stuff like that, and not just talking about Doctor Who. I'd like to do maybe a panel on Sunday or something where we talk about other stuff other than Doctor Who. I just, we do the Mandalorian. We are branching out, but I'd like us to branch out a little bit more. And here's Charlotte now, so we can get going on the
I'm sorry, I didn't know we were early.
You're all right. It's not
Yeah,
my
I thought we were 7 as well.
because we'll let you know later on after the watch along is finished. But we're literally going to start now in the second. So have you got your copy ready?
I'm just
Right. How was
laptop's
that? How was
on.
that? Alfred Baker, I just sent you a copy.
Have I got a copy, Rabbi?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I sent it to you a few minutes ago. Check your email.
Thank you.
Right, grand.
And Alfred Baker, I sent it to you via Twitter.
Okay.
So I don't know what you guys think. I see someone saying Father Ted stream along. That is a good idea. That would be a good idea for Sunday night.
Yeah, fucking racist father.
It's another stream along. Right, I'll tell you what, right? I will listen to suggestions from people on the panel. And I'll also listen to suggestions of people in the chat.
Oh, I got a great idea for you. You know what you could do Sunday night? You could do stream alongs, but instead of doing several 30-minute sitcoms. So you could do a Family Guy, you could do Father Ted, you could have like a comedy evening. Like do 2 or 3 of those episodes. I think that'd be really fun. Plus, then you get the panel and you get to talk about other stuff. That just sounds fun to me.
No, okay, that's actually a good suggestion. I do like.
And we could do Family Guy Star Wars. That's always fun as well.
Oh, Blue Harvest, yeah. Something.
Something dark side.
An echo.
But you know what? Could do the Star Wars,
Right, who's got their echo going? So another echo going.
Yeah.
Echo. There we go. It's gone.
I don't know. Anybody else in the chat? Lee, any suggestions? PD, Rich, Charlotte, any suggestions? What we
I
could
was
do?
going to say, Rabbi, can you quickly
Venturing
send it
Nerds
to
and
me?
Red Dwarf.
No, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Again, you are going back to kind of little watch-alongs and stream-alongs.
What about having a panel discussion on, let's say, let's do like a fantasy football thing with Doctor Who. So we come up with ideas for our own perfect season of Doctor Who. So like every week we do like an episode, build on that and create a story arc or something.
I think Dan's already done that.
Yeah,
what about a game show? Why don't we do another game show?
I want to do something that's similar to what someone else is doing. Remember, on this channel, I like to do things uniquely, and I want something that's kind of out of the box. So,
what about a genre blankety blank?
Oh my god.
That'd be great. You could host it. Different people on. It'll be fun.
Well,
it's coming back now with what's his name, isn't it? Bradley Walsh.
Daniel says have a panel where people ask panel questions. We did kind of try that. The thing I find with the chat, right, and it's every chat, you kind of get to get them engaged, and you guys are better than most people, I have to say, in other chats that I do be in. But when you try get them to engage, we tried it on Rabbi's channel with the comic book thing, and to try get people to engage on that is like trying to get blood out of the stone. We eventually do get them to engage, but doing stuff like that, it is a good idea, Daniel. I think that is one of the best ideas there as well, along with Rabbi's one. I do like the cartoon idea, but again, that's a kind of a stream along. I kind of want to get away from that. I want to do something where I can interact with you guys as well, like we do on a Friday. But panel does seem the best decision.
Well, could we have once a week?
It's another panel. I want to do something that's
Oh, wait a minute. No. How about this? Involve the panel and the panel and the chat. You do like a pub quiz each week, and there's no teams or anything. Just everybody scores and we see who wins between us.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's more fun, isn't it? It's quite a relaxed way to do things.
We
At the
could
end
do
of
a
the week.
quiz, but we do the quiz on your channel, and your quiz is doing very well. I don't want to kind.
That's why I figured let's do another game show. I like the game show thing. That sort of works.
Like a kind of Doctor Who style game show.
Right, or a
Like-
genre game show.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea as well. People are agreeing. Game show kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 teams on the panel, but we won't limit the team members. But we'd have to get
No,
some.
don't do teams. Just do individuals. That way, the panel and the chat can all take part.
Right, and then
Doctor Who blockbusters.
and obviously I think
Good idea. I still like blockbusters.
yeah, I do like blockbusters. We could
Can I have
do
a
a
pee,
game
please,
show
Bob?
thing. Right, well, listen, we've chatted long enough now because Jesus Christ, we normally start in 10 minutes and then chat for it, so we might as well start now before we
Right.
before we announce whose channel we're going to be on and stuff. So, Rabbi, do the honors there, my friend. If Charlotte is ready and everybody on the panel.
Wait, give me 1 second.
All right.
Right, we'll give Charlotte a second. That's my fault because I keep bloody talking. Yeah, with listen, just keep coming even at the end of this stream when it goes up on YouTube. Do me a favor, folks, in the comment section, leave yous our ideas there again, will you? So we can, myself, Rabbi, and Lee will go through them and we'll see, we'll figure out something.
Right, I'm ready when we are. Got it up.
Obviously, Rabbi and Lee will be on the thing with me because obviously they're coming up with a few ideas. I wouldn't mind something like Trivia Bissuit as well. Yeah,
That's good.
That
Yeah,
wouldn't be
that's a very good idea.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Now I'd have to find obviously like one of us would have to ask the questions, so I'd probably be the one to ask the questions and then give the answer. Everybody write it down on a piece of paper. I don't know how we do it. See, this is the thing about quizzes. You know, it took Dan a while to get the format right, and I think he's got the format perfect. And I think that's the best way to run a quiz on YouTube, the way you're doing it. But I don't want to do it that way because that's your format. And another quiz with people really.
Well,
I
could
don't
we
know,
do like one person on the panel a week, like picks a show? It could be any show, like that they love or they've got a real affection for, and sort of talk about it. And maybe it could be like you could say to somebody, right, watch one episode of something, and we all talk about it.
Like a little book club thing, like when
Yeah.
you get a book,
Yeah.
you read the book, and then we all sit together, then and discuss the thing. That
Yeah, like a show, or we can pick something that we've never watched before, and somebody go, right, I really like it, and they can like start the conversation and see what everybody else thinks.
Well, that's the thing. If we do it though, we have to do shows that not many people know, though. You know.
Yeah, but it's got to be accessible as well.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea as well. Again, write it down in the comment section. Myself, Lee, and Rabbi will have a look at it. And I'm going to get Rabbi now to do the countdown because we've spoken enough now. Because if we don't start, we won't make the other stream. And if we don't make the other stream, we're all going to be kicking ourselves. So, yeah. So, you say,
Aye.
dying to say it, but I'll say it after as we're leaving. So the J-bots that are watching get sick in their mouths. Go ahead.
Five,
And all the
5,
jealous people.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Thunderbirds a go.
This is, as I said, when I was growing up, this particular Tom Baker episode, believe it or not, right, when UK TV Gold used to show Doctor Who, I used to have a DVD player back in the day that could record. It was very expensive, actually. And I still have the original UK TV Gold aired version of this story
Oh,
on
nice.
it.
Wow.
This is one of me. Listen, I got Doctor Who. Obviously, my dad watched it, but this particular story was one of the very first stories that I'd actually seen. Even though Peter Davison was the Doctor at the time, it was Tom Baker, who my dad was a fan of, and obviously Pertwee and Troughton and Hartnell. They were his favorite Doctors. He wasn't a fan of Peter Davison's Doctor. So these were being repeated all the time on UK TV Gold. So, yeah, I got to watch it again. But as a kid, my dad had this, and I'd watch it over and over. Great story.
I saw this episode in a repeat. It was on BBC Two, and I think it was in the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cult TV. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Back in the old
Yeah, I
days.
saw this first time when it was at my Doctor Who club at school. So we
Wow.
got to see all these videos of all these things that we hadn't seen before.
Yeah. It's a
I think that's when the John Pertwee era was still pretty much in black and white. So it's before any VHS releases or anything like that.
This is a very controversial episode as well, though, because Elizabeth Sladen and Tom Baker weren't very happy with the director of this story, because it was the director's insistence that Sarah Jane Smith use a bloody gun, and
Yeah.
It
Baker
did look odd to see that.
and Tom Baker and Elizabeth Sladen, even in the interviews on the DVD extras that I've watched, you could still see that it annoyed Elizabeth Sladen when she was being interviewed. She said, "But that wasn't my character." But you know that she had, and Tom was really dead against it. But the female director, by the way, because you know,
Paddy
Dr.
Russell, yeah.
said, "No, you will do it the way I want to do it," and they begrudgingly done it, but they were not happy. The two of them, Tom Baker and
Right, I did see this little intro scene with Tom Baker is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's the iconic moment, isn't it? That they've just shown of him, like it just stood there in the TARDIS. It's like when I think of Tom, that is the picture I have in my head because they've used it
Just
so many
look how
times.
beautiful that console is.
Yeah, and this is the first time you see him in his frock coat.
yeah.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And this is the frock coat that I've got a copy of.
Oh, he's gorgeous in this outfit.
Yeah.
Was this one of the first mentions of previous companions?
I think so.
It probably is. Is that one of
But
them?
Victoria never wore that dress.
Right.
It's sort of weird though because Sarah, to me she's always been a bit of a tomboy, a little bit. So to see her in like a very flouncy sort of dress, it looks a bit odd on Sarah. I will say that much, just because when I picture her, I think of more tomboy sort of clothes.
I think she looks good.
Oh, she
The
looks.
music in the background, though, right? I was listening to it. If you listen to it very carefully, it kind of has the same music, or I don't know if Ridley Scott kind of was a Doctor Who fan, but if you listen to the music in the background, the real low sound of music, it sounds like the music out of Alien. There, see that noise?
Sadako got it in the chats. It was apparently the Daleks had the first mention of a previous companion.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Thank you.
Well done, Sadako.
That's it, Sadako. Sorry, I'll get your name right in a sec.
Sadako 24.
It's all right. It takes the rest of us about 10 times until we get it right.
Yeah.
Seriously, that music reminds me of Alien. Sound effects they're using. I'm telling you, it's very Alien-esque.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It'd be very interesting to actually do
Are you my mummy?
on what Doctor Who has influenced over the years. You know the way influenced stuff over the years. We should do something like that. That'd be a good idea.
Everything in that room is made of polystyrene. The sarcophaguses and everything like that were. It was like they were carved out of polystyrene.
BBC at its best, baby.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm going to be back in 2-3 minutes. I'm just getting myself a coffee.
No problem, man. You walk away.
It's sort of funny. Sorry.
No, Charlotte, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's sort of funny when it comes, for me, watching this with Tom and, the Doctor and Sarah Jane. Like, it's almost, they're a little bit prickly with each other, I think, in this story. Like, in a good way. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. It's interesting to see how, like, because for me, Tom's playing the Doctor very alien in this story. And that's sort of the theme of him sort of saying, well, you've forgotten I'm not human. He has that line, doesn't he? And I don't know if that was why the relationship to me came across a bit more prickly in this one.
So,
Charlotte, have you
always talk about, villains coming back to Doctor Who now? Right, well, obviously not this era, but we do always discuss about what villains we'd like to see return back to Doctor Who. Well, for me, it's the villain in this, Zootek.
Zootek, absolutely.
I've always said it over the years. Zootek, I'm telling you, this is a character, because if you watch the end of this, you don't know whether he actually has died. You don't know if he's actually gone, because it kind of leaves it open. So there is, I wouldn't trust Chris Chibnall as far as a throne to do it. But I would love to see Zootek back at some stage.
There is a Zootek big finish.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. I don't know. So forgive me when I ask this, but the original actor that voices Zootek,
it's the same voice actor. Yeah,
same voice actor. See, if he's still alive, bring him back, man. Bring him back. Serious, man. His voice.
Gabriel Wolf.
He's got the smoothest villainy voice.
Right? This guy sits down for most of it. This episode, this story. I should say, Zootek. Yeah, he just uses his voice, and
it's so threatening. It's so
performance.
Nuanced.
It's understated, threatening.
Yeah, it just ripples through everything. It's just wow.
Every character in this, actually, supporting actress, fantastic in this story. Scarrow-Man, isn't that his name? Scarrow-Man? Yeah, he's brilliant.
Is it Scarman or Scarrow-Man?
Marcus Scarman.
Scarman. Sorry, I keep getting it mixed up, Charlotte. I'm a bleeding idiot.
Charlotte, have you watched this one already then?
I watched it during the day. I managed to squeeze it in. So I know it.
She always watches before so she can watch it a second time then. That's a good idea though.
Well, it means I can still talk and not be as distracted because I know what
this is what I thought the Pyramid at the End of the World was going to be about. Was going to be about Zootek coming back. Completely different. What? What? So I always couldn't stand about Moffat. You thought it was going to be one thing and it ended up becoming completely different.
That was so annoying. He did that so many times. Everyone kept thinking that someone was coming back, and
Chibnall started doing it. It's like, oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, well, come here. Chibnall actually put his wish list on the Radio Times. Do you know what I'm going to do? I never thought I'd say this, but I'm going to actually go out and buy the Doctor Who magazine and the Radio Times because I have to read those interviews.
Chris Chibnall generates more questions than answers.
Well, he has a wish list. He wants to bring Amy and Rory back.
No, because you'll mess them up.
Well, that's what he wants to do.
Let's see what he'll do with established characters. I mean, he can't get the Doctor right, so, I mean...
Oh, by the way, there was exclusive footage, believe it or not, and I mean actual footage of the Sontarans filming. Someone posted the video up on Doctor Who Infinity. They said that they were filming right outside his door, and he took his video camera phone out. Obviously, nobody was paying attention because he was able to stand there and film the Sontarans in action, chasing some guy. Oh,
now, this is quite interesting here. I'm sorry for butting in there. But this scene's quite interesting here because of the mansion that they're filming. It actually belonged to Mick Jagger.
Yeah,
it's
Jagger's mansion.
Yeah, Mick Jagger. Yeah, Yeah,
And
that's
Tom
right.
Baker talked about it
You-
in
you got
one of
there.
his.
You got there before me. I was about to actually say that about this mansion.
He was robbed. No, was
Yeah.
robbed.
God. I tell you, he sold it though. Didn't he sell it a few years later? Though he doesn't own it now. I think.
Well, he doesn't own it now. I think it's going to be restored at some time. I think it's in disrepair. I'm not sure.
It should be because it's an iconic piece of Doctor Who.
I have to say, I think this is one of the best sets they've ever produced.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
And the whole idea of this is unit, like I really like that, because when they play with time, we always like it. So when it's such a simple thing to do as well, it's a nice simple way to sort of play with the theme of time, just to go, well, this is unit as we know it, but I've gone back so many, I can't remember how many years off my head, and it's now an old mansion.
Oh yeah, that's Mutant HQ, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you
That's
think about
right. I
the
haven't seen this
ending,
one in ages.
it's sort of, it's that thing of them setting the future almost, if you think about the ending.
Use this scarf.
What a way to take a baddie down.
Yeah. Loved about Tom, you know.
And I love these mummies.
Yeah. Didn't Tom Baker dress up as one and go to school?
Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah. They're a bit underwhelming underneath, I have to say that.
Like
Still,
Bill.
though, you know, watching this on screen, I remember even as a kid, this scared the crap out of me.
For me, this is definitive Tom Baker Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is
This
the Hinchcliffe
Hinchcliffe.
era.
Yeah, I thought it was
And
Hinchcliffe.
yeah, I mean it's the gothic horror.
Yeah,
My
Gothic
favourite era.
horror, yeah.
Just, you know,
Yeah, absolutely my favourite era
was
too.
Doctor Who. It was Doctor Who as I remember Doctor Who.
Back to that sort of era now. I think that would work today because you got this lot of gothic crap that people seem to love nowadays. So you could do gothic horror in Doctor Who.
I think they're missing a trick. I really think they should have gone down
Neil
the sort of
Gaiman.
Victorian Gothic steampunk thing. You know, I think it should be more steampunk. I mean, it's got such a big. I mean, the steampunk thing is a big thing anyway. So I really think that ties in really nicely with Doctor Who. I think they should have gone that way.
Yeah, and you could
Mars
do
was
like
trying
a
to be
proper.
steampunk.
Sorry, and you could do like
Sorry,
a proper
Charlotte.
you could do a proper tinkerer sort of Doctor, which would suit a steampunk really well.
There's a beautiful deviant art painting that someone did of Tom Baker in a cathedral-like console room with the big arch windows and big staircases and a massive wooden console, and it's all steampunk and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful picture. If you ever look for that on through Google and DeviantArt, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, but Fantardis consoles, like I've yet to see a bad one. They probably are plenty.
Well, the story of the
but
Alien one was
usually-
really funny.
Mm,
So I've done it like the Nostromo, looked really good.
excellent. No, but that was one of my favourite ones that I've seen, and it's kind of like a mixture between the TV movie one and the secondary console that Tom had.
Oh, the wooden one.
Yeah, but it's expanded and it's got like loads of levers on it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's well worth looking for.
And also, as soon as I saw the young chap, I couldn't help but say, Fez is a cool because of my. Couldn't help myself. I was like, my New Who sort of love came out.
Yeah, you think he'd have an aversion to Fez's given this story?
He would actually. That's a good point.
It's very busty, this mummy. Mummy's big titties.
Well, that's what the mechanism is.
Mummy's memories.
No, they're the new Daleks.
Yeah. I can't get over that butt plug Dalek.
Oh
Oh,
God,
no.
yeah. Tomorrow the Dalek's gonna have a woman's voice.
Oh yeah, the trailer. Finally. Woohoo.
Yeah, but we can talk about that tomorrow.
I don't know. Are they going to have a female voice Dalek?
No, I was just jesting with you. Hopefully not.
You
Trailer's
I don't
out
know
tomorrow.
what you're missing out on. I think probably they were.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to get a feeling though, Rabbi. It's going to.
Listen, whatever it is, it's going to be awful. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was chatting with Dan
wait,
Hadley about it.
Has this thing been going around? Because I thought it was like I was the only person that somebody told me that Jodie Whittaker's agent wants to get her out the show.
I haven't heard anything about it, Rabbi.
Well,
Okay.
there's rumours of that happening.
Yeah, it's been floated about on Twitter. And I think, if I'm correct in saying, I think Emma also mentioned it in the chat on Friday, maybe.
Yeah,
Emma, she's the Jodie Whittaker fan that must be on the channel.
Right.
no, what she said
And then
was
there's a story in the Express which is about Yaz becoming the Doctor. Which I think she's going to be for the episode. Or the New Year's episode. I think it's going to be New Year's Day, isn't it? I think pretty much it's nailed down that.
yeah, but
If that's the case, I think it's going to be likely. You know how Clara pretended to be the Doctor?
Yeah, I think it'll just.
Oh yeah,
be
Chibnall has to copy someone, doesn't he?
By the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah, he does.
By the way,
More
so
successful.
Eddie Scarrow brought something up very interestingly though, right? And he turned around and says, so we've had all these leaked photographs, and we've even had leaked footage now of this so-called Doctor Who filming, which we're seeing, right? The filming is happening, right? But there's one question nobody has asked themselves.
We
and
haven't seen
no-
Jodie Whittaker, have we?
Where's Jodie Whittaker? Where's Manny Gill? Where's Colson Cole? Where's Bradley Walsh?
well, it could just be
How
restriction
come?
stuff.
Yeah,
It
but
could
how
just
come
be
we
restricted.
haven't seen them yet? But I know, but they're filming outside, right? Fair enough, they're probably filming scenes in the studio. That's
Girl's dead.
Charlotte, I'll agree with you with that. Maybe while they're filming the live action scenes out in the street, they're filming Jodie Whittaker scenes somewhere in the studio. Yeah, I get that. But at some stage, she has to be up, but nobody has even seen her. She's
And I have
nowhere.
to say as well, Noel, the picture of the women dressed as the Sontarans, when they were standing around without their helmets on, they didn't seem to be practicing social distancing.
They weren't, and they didn't look happy either. Did you notice the photograph of some of their faces? They looked like they were miserable.
Well, yeah, you'd be miserable.
Yeah, 'cause they've
if
been
you
in
were wearing
suits.
that.
Wait, I missed the women Sontarans. That's the thing?
No, well, we don't know. We're all joking about it. Well, I mean, we got women in the bloody costume, so
Why are
I
there
don't
women
know.
in foreign costumes? That's the weirdest thing ever.
well, no. Well, here's the thing: if the women in the costumes and then they open their mouths and they have a male voice, it's going to be weird now because I've seen the
Yeah.
photograph. That's the thing. I've seen the
That might
photograph.
just be the background.
Well, will they
Sontarans,
have male voices? That's the question.
So, will they be female? And if
I
that's
know,
That's-
they may
that's
be female
more
the same
right.
way the Silurians are. Right? It might be like the Silurians, how we did the Silurians.
But I do have to say, though, I'll give them this. The Sontaran design looks absolutely spot on. I have to say, I will say that. They do
I've
look good.
heard some people complain about to say that they're not happy with the design. I think this is one of the best.
But it harkens back to the classic Sontaran
Yeah.
look, which
Yeah.
I approve of.
Yeah. I like the shape of the helmets. I like the way that they're
Yeah.
bulky and big. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to be honest. I do like the get up as well. I do like them. As I said, there's that live footage. I've seen them walk as well with the stuff on them. They look.
Right, lads, I hate to be grumpy grueler, but chat's like, can we not keep talking about current era?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. Thank you.
Yeah, we got sheer
Especially
genius
because
on
wonderful
screen.
movement in with
Yeah, whoever
Mark.
started that conversation is in trouble now. I think it was Rabbi. We'll just blame Rabbi.
It's probably me. It was probably me. I'll take the hit.
We just blame Rabbi. It's better to
There
blame
you
Rabbi.
go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because apparently I don't take responsibility for anything.
Magnesium effect there.
Oh god, that's funny.
Tell me, was he ever young, this guy, Mr. Bronson?
No, because when you see him in
Oh,
earlier,
it's Mr. Bronson, yeah.
he's always yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that the same? Is that Mr. Bronson?
Yeah, that's what we showed, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also in Revelation of the Daleks.
Oh,
Revelation?
yeah.
No,
Is it
Remembrance.
Remembrance? Yeah.
Remembrance, that's the one.
Remembrance, sorry.
And he was
I always get
casting in a
those
Doctor
mixed up
Who
as well.
movie that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I think in the 90s.
You know, I always get Revelation and Remembrance mixed up because it's a Dalek Civil War, isn't it? They're both at war with each other in both.
Yeah, and now it looks like that. Oh, sorry, we're not now talking about the new era. I was just going to say that that's what I was doing now.
All I'm going to say is I was speaking to Dan from the Spacebook about it, and he turns around and calls it Doctor Who Cares.
Yeah.
We both agreed on it.
Oh, come on, this idiot's about to get what's coming to him.
So Michael Sheard, who was Mr. Bronson in Grange Hill, was also in other Doctor Who stories, including The Ark, the First Doctor, Third Doctor, The Mind of Evil, Fourth Doctor, Pyramids of Mars, The Invisible Enemy, the Fifth Doctor, Castrovalva, Seventh Doctor, Remembrance of the Daleks,
Wow.
and the Eighth Doctor in the Stones of Venice audio.
Was he on one of those BBC contracts?
Yeah, it must have been.
They just paid everything. Oh, he was in Star Wars as well.
He was in Star Wars, yeah.
Thanks.
Admiral Ozzel.
The one who
In
throttled by
Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
One who got something caught in his throat. Yeah. One who got something caught in his throat.
Jesus, that's a lot. I was just going to say, though, you could nearly classify him as because of all the appearances he's made. He's a fully fledged cast member now.
Yeah.
Well, again, he was cast as a doctor in a 90s Doctor Who movie that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And Philip Madoc appeared a lot also.
That wasn't a Dark Dimension, was it? Was it before that?
I love this bit when you see him walk down the stairs.
Yeah.
And you see like the smoke from his feet, you know.
You were very clever back then, weren't they, Lee?
That was a micro budget, didn't they? They had to be.
Oh yeah, like look at that costume. Half of it's a bin liner.
It probably was.
Like look at the body bit. That's a bin liner.
Yeah, that's a good effect.
I love that when the way he walks
with the dry eyes.
Fabulous.
That's a good effect, that is.
Yeah.
Again, this fella that's underneath this does not say much. Yeah, you're not too big.
It is very scary, this.
Yeah.
As a kid, you can imagine what I was like.
So are you at the credits now?
No, if you're on the, there's about a minute to go for my one. I don't know where everybody else is.
Yeah, he's just put his hands on your man. Well, if
Right, now we're on the credits.
Coming out.
Right, we'll just get straight into it, right? So when everybody is finished, just let me know, and we'll straight wrap on. We'll do that.
Give me a second. I'm just putting it up. Fine, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Ready?
Ready?
Ready? Okay.
Hold on, hold your
Fine.
horses. Hold your horses.
Oh, sorry.
Right,
Well, you
okay,
have-
ready.
You have to get faster than that, Lee.
Ready.
Okay. 5, 4,
Shut it.
3, 2, 1.
That's a typical Indian. Slow on everything.
Why is the TARDIS like so big in the TARDIS in these titles?
I don't
It
know.
always bothers me.
I don't know why the light is so big on top.
Yeah, exactly. What? It always bothers me.
Yeah. Looks like my TARDIS money box.
Yeah.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh well. Good for a time, I guess.
Looks like he's wearing a rolled up condom on his head, though, doesn't it? A black mamba.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
He's got his smoking jacket on. He's not happy about it, is he? The head on that mummy's coffin is a bit small.
Oh, and Daniel, you cannot talk, my friend. As soon as you watch Martha on screen, you can't call me out for Paul McGann. He's a very good-looking chap.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely
Daniel
told.
really likes the old Martha Jones, he does, yeah.
As I say, you can't call me out for me and McGann, then.
Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
why would anybody call you out for fancy Paul McGann?
Yeah, I can see what they were
That seems
problems with this
normal to
episode.
me.
Paul McGann in Charlotte. Have you ever watched With Null and I?
No.
Oh my god,
That's
you
the
have to
thing with
watch.
him and what's... Oh, I forgot what's the actor's name? He's really
Richard E.
famous.
Grant.
Yeah,
Richard
that
E.
one.
Grant. Yeah, you've got to watch that film, Charlotte.
I'll find it.
So good.
It's one of my favourite films, and my god, Paul McGann looks absolutely gorgeous in that.
Do you like Paul McGann?
Yeah, well,
He should have had a run. He should have had a
Yeah,
run.
he drew. Was it? He looked so good in it. He made Peter Griffin say the wonderful line, "I must have you, even if it is burglary."
Or buggery.
No, it was a burglary.
I
Is it
know.
buggery?
No. I mean, it was a play on that word.
That's what I thought.
I want the finest wines known to humanity. I love all this.
Now that is some prime. Like, I'm pretending acting from Tom.
I mean, I just love how they use like ancient culture and religion and turn it into something spacey. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think this is around the time of like Von Daniken's kind of the Chariots of the Gods kind of thing was popular.
Yeah.
So I think
Oh,
this.
I love it when Doctor, whether it's myth or history in this case, can go, yep, you think you know it, but here's a little sci-fi twist.
Yeah. It's good sci-fi actually when you go able to take like ancient history and turn it into something. They did it with Stargate. I've always liked Stargate.
Yeah.
Right.
It's called a trap.
Well, if you think about it,
Call
gods
it
are
a
just
trap.
perfect, aren't they? It's like they're these all-powerful beings that just appear from nowhere. Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty good sci-fi fodder for a monster.
Yeah, Chariot of the
Oh,
Gods
yeah.
sci-fi, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Prometheus. Ugh.
I quite like Prometheus. I didn't hate it.
Oh, you would.
Oh, but that's like Alien versus Predator. Some people like that.
Covenant as well. I really
Yeah.
like Covenant.
Yeah. Same.
I
it's
nearly
just-
fell asleep watching that film
yeah.
in the cinema.
War of the Worlds did that to me.
Which version?
Less said about that, the better.
The Tom Cruise version. That's the first film I fell
Oh.
asleep in.
No, I quite like it. Well, I fell asleep in the recent one from last Christmas. That's freaking awful.
Oh,
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
BBC
world.
produced.
oh, that's the worst experience of my life. They literally wrote the story. The tripods were deadly in it. Like, they had something good there. And apparently what happened was it was supposed to be released a couple of years back, but there was problems with production, and they obviously reshot a lot of scenes, and you're seeing how woke it actually was.
Oh God, it got painfully woke, didn't it?
Oh God, you're woke of the world.
It was
That's
awful.
now on BritBox.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm
I
not
used to
watching
shout
that.
out whenever it came on, Amy, who the F is Amy?
I got as far as episode 2, and out of the 3-parter, I couldn't bring myself to watch the 3rd episode.
It
And
was-
then-
it
now
got
I
the
go,
first episode, I was
It
just
got
checked
worse.
out.
It got more preachy as it went along.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, just.
I mean, remember the scene where he goes to his wife, to divorce him and all, and she's like, "I'm not going to divorce." Back in those days, right, that wouldn't have happened. Your man would have gave her a backhand and said, "We're getting a divorce."
Yes,
Exactly.
That's
dare
true.
you.
Well, I'm right, though. That's what happened back in those
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
You're right. You're 100% correct.
Be realistic.
No, you're not getting a divorce. I'm going to make you suffer.
My great-grandfather
Pushed him down the stairs.
was
That's
married
true.
to, he was a Welshman, married to an Irish woman, and he had a successful business. He was like the Marks and Spencers of his day, but he would always buy jewelry and fur coats for his mistresses, but nothing for her. And they had some row about it. I think he threw her down this flight of stairs into the basement, locked the door, left her in there, sent the girls off to boarding school without telling her where they'd gone. You know, that's
Okay,
my great grandfather when he was a boy.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard.
That's the Victorian time, and because they all worked in the grocer's shop. My great grandfather would be peeling potatoes, and he'd complain about the cold water because it'd be all day peeling potatoes in cold water. And my great grandfather would tell him, "Put your hands near the bottom of the bucket; it's warmer." So he's like, "Wow." But when my great grandfather was old enough, he decked him one. So he decked him and then he legged it and joined the army.
Yeah.
Went into the First World War when he was 14.
Yeah, what's the story with cultures in the classic era always finding some alien tech or something?
Yeah.
You know, poaching for rabbits, and then they always come across like something.
Yeah, they tend to be dispensed with as well very quickly.
Yeah, they always seem to be a victim, don't they? Yeah, they always seem to die.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask this. I'm sorry, if that fella came up to you, you wouldn't even have a bit of an inkling. Like, look at his eyes.
Yeah.
He might not be the person you think he is. Like, he looks like he's not slept for about 20 years. It's like, maybe.
That reminds me of Knights of the Old Republic when you turn to the dark side. You turn up and speak to some guy and goes, is there something wrong with you? Your skin's gone all grey.
Yeah.
you got a virus or something.
No, but it's like this. It's like, I know you. And it's like, well, no, run. That was another thing that made me laugh watching this today. The amount of deaths. I ended up felt like I was watching a horror movie because I kept just saying, just run, just run, just go.
Oh, no, they never do they? It's the same in horror movies as well. Like, it's so obvious there's something up with this guy, and his brother's just sitting there trying to have a conversation. Like, get out of there. He's going to kill you if you don't, moron.
I know.
Like,
got hyped up in the slasher film, got really hyped up in the 80s and 90s in the slasher films.
Man. And you know what? It's always girls, and I always say, why pick up the phone? Why answer the door? Why do this? Why just bloody run? They never run.
No, and it's the same in this episode. The amount of times I was just laughing a bit. I was like, yep, just keep looking and not running when it's obvious you're about to die.
Yeah.
Like, how he dies. That's a sad way how he dies. He would have got out of there if he just had a ran. Jeez, have I seen no way, man. Jeez,
I have to tell you,
I'm gonna think zombie, and I'm gonna get me shotgun out, and I'm gonna bang, end all done. Saves all the hassle. Then you don't have to run. Then I could sit down.
Well, technically, they tried that and it doesn't work in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fairness, you're right. This old fella here is about the poacher. Has his gun out now. Look.
Yeah, but that's what makes me laugh. He does it, and then he just stands there. It's like,
oh no! Instead of running.
Well, I guess you could be paralyzed by fear.
If you shot a gun like this fella here, right, and you're seeing that the bullet didn't do any damage, you're not.
That's my exact point.
You're just gonna stand there. You're gonna run.
Not necessarily. You can be paralyzed by fear.
Yeah, it could just
If
hit
you're
you.
paralysed by fear, there's something wrong with you.
What's the fight or flight instinct? You know,
Yeah.
sometimes they get stuck into
Johnny
neutral.
wasn't even there.
Yeah,
Or the deer in the headlights syndrome.
Mm.
that's it. Rabbit in headlights or deer in headlights.
The only thing you should fear is fear itself.
I love that scene.
But to be honest, if every time they showed up in a place and it was dangerous, and let's just bugger off in the TARDIS, there wouldn't be much of a story.
That's very
Yep.
true.
No, you're only, we're only having a laugh, but I mean, it is kind of funny though when you watch all of these things back. It's the same in Blake 7 when I've been watching Blake 7. In some situations, it's just like if you just run, you'll actually live.
Well, look, okay, the stupidest one, Game of Thrones, was Cersei Lannister. You just stepped one step over to the
Oh,
left.
I heard that.
Yeah, she would have been killed by the falling ceiling. God, that was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still
stand
haven't.
under an arch or at least or something.
Yeah, the people never learn.
I have to say, I unpopular opinion. I never found the mummies that great a monster.
No, but I mean, it's the man that's with them there. He's a great actor, and your man then that actually plays Zootek is great. Listen, these mummies are crap. I mean, if you've seen them, like I don't know why people didn't just push them over and then ran off. But as a kid, these are scary. You learn about Egypt, you learn about the courses and the mummies and the tombs.
Right.
Something like this, it does, as a kid, this would really. That's what I loved about Classic Hill. That's what I loved about growing up. I mean, these type of shows, some people out there were complaining saying they were too.
Oh, this seems great.
But in fairness, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there is anything wrong with scaring the shit out of kids. It makes them stronger, believe it or not. It does.
Yeah, and they enjoy it. They enjoy a scare.
This scene is brilliant. All done backwards. I think it looks so good.
Oh, that is good. Wow.
And it's so creepy.
Yeah. It is. But this is 70s Doctor Who, like.
So he was walking back when he did this.
And all shot backwards, which just simple but brilliant.
He runs. Fucking brilliant.
No safety glasses.
He still dies, but he ran there.
Yeah, we can't have a go then, can we? No.
No. He gave it a good go. He was just too slow.
Yeah.
I have to say, these mummies, their bums look pretty good. They walk away. They've been working out, been doing squats.
You said that, and not me or Lee.
I notice these things. Listen, I care for my fellow panelists.
The naughty rabbi. You have to channel up now, Rabbi. Called the naughty rabbi.
I am a naughty rabbi, and I do enjoy being a naughty rabbi.
Well, at least you
enjoyed
your job.
I wonder what mummies do to unravel.
Unwind with the sound of
But these mummies are just robots.
Yeah.
They're no real mummies.
No.
Oh, they're minions, are they? Minion type monsters.
So I got that. Have I got news for you, Tom Baker, at the moment about the Sontaran experiment?
I remembered when he did Have I Got News for You. That was such a good episode. When
I got a great show for you could do on Sundays. How about this? Genre related, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Pick a different, you could do 2 or 3 people each week, and then pick somebody from the audience.
Oh.
And then you got phone a friend, ask the audience, 50,
I love it. When I went to Walt Disney World and they were doing it, they didn't have phone a friend, they had phone a complete stranger.
Yeah, just ring some randomer. Yeah, and just say, listen.
No, they'd phone a kiosk in the park and get someone to answer it.
It'd be like, what are you ringing me for? I've got a question for you. I'm in a quiz, and it's like ring a stranger. So it's not like a radio.
That was fun. It was the actual studio as well. We were in for the American. They used it as a tourist attraction when it wasn't in use.
Right.
Oh, are we about to get this scene in a minute? I do love this scene coming up. When we basically have a butterfly moment, like consequence type moment.
Yeah.
I love his face.
Yeah, like I would say this is almost Tom, like before Sylvester being a bit like Sylvester's doctor. I could see Seven doing this.
Right, but honestly, I just love watching Tom's performance.
Oh, Tom on that highway, I've got news for you on Sylvester McCoy. It's going on about
I gotta see that.
He's got about buying a Tom Baker action figure. He goes, "Oh, if you don't like it, you just wait a while and it'll regenerate into another one." And he turns around and goes, "If you wait too long, it'll regenerate to Sylvester McCoy." And he gave that look like he was going to throw up.
Who said that?
Tom Baker. And then there was this big thing about infighting with the doctors. Convention.
Yeah, I don't think Tom Baker infights. He just wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say he's like granddad, like granddad now, so you can't really argue back with him.
If you can find it, Rabbi, it's definitely worth a watch. It's funny, full of Doctor Who humour.
It wasn't even that bad when Tennant did some of those. He wasn't too bad when he was hosting. Some Have I Got News for You?
Yeah, because Chris Addison was on it. It completely broke his, destroyed his view on Tom Baker.
Yeah, this is such a wonderful script for Michael Sheard, right? And he plays it so well. Yeah. Like, it's so heartbreaking he doesn't make it to the end. Spoilers, but well, he's one of the most tragic one-story companions.
He could have been quite a good companion.
Well, does he get the definition of a companion? He did travel in the TARDIS. He went to
I think he could have been like a good companion. It's like, for me, Duggan would have been a great companion.
Right.
From City of Death.
So my prediction, by the way, Tom Chabon, who played Duggan, right? The Big Finish are doing a spin-off Blake 7 story series. So because everybody's dead, so they can't do anymore. They want to do something in the same time, same universe. So I think it's going to be with his character as the lead.
Duggan will just go around beating up all the alien species.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why they're so scared. I would just okay. In the comic strip, when they brought them back for the Curse of the Scarab, a Peter Davison story, they had these really cool Wolverine claws.
That would make them more scary, I'll give you that.
I'll try and find a picture of it.
Actually, this fella even has a bit of a Peter Cushing look about him.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially like Star Wars Peter Cushing.
I love the effect there on the sarcophagus.
Yeah, so see, this is a good thing when you don't have unlimited resources and you have to think things through and come up with bits of ideas.
Also, probably when you feel like you have to prove your worth, because even though it was successful, classic. I've always, from what you guys have said, there's this air about it that they probably thought, well, they could probably stop us any moment. because the BBC would BBC about it.
Right.
Yeah. But that was the good thing about back then and back in the day. They had a limited budget to work with, so they had to use their talent and creativity to create sets, monsters.
Yeah.
You know, for that story, for all the consecutive weeks, that story was being filmed.
Yeah, the schedule must have been so punishing. Considering how many parts and episodes they had to do for Classic, when you think about it.
It's when they ran out of time in the filming in the studios, they had to say that was it. They had to cut the lights and everything like that, and that was it over.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Because
10
of
o'clock.
the
Sorry,
Friend of mine
go.
witnessed that once. Said 10 o'clock, you're not out by 10 o'clock. No, overtime's agreed. Those lights go off.
I'd like to see a story of the Doctor going back to the war with the ancient Osirians, and where Sutek gets in prison.
Yeah.
With Horus and Osiris and.
I would like to see a Titanic story. You know how there was a myth.
Let me think. In the what was it? Left-Handed Hummingbird. It was a book by Kate Orman that ended up on the Titanic.
Yeah,
good book.
There is the Sixth Doctor audio that's kind of set in the Titanic that isn't.
Yeah.
I'm amazed they haven't done that actually now in the show. When you've mentioned it, it's a bit of an obvious one, isn't it?
Well, they did the one with Tennant, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was like a issue that looked like one, wasn't it? It wasn't really a Titanic type story.
I like that episode though, Voyager.
What a way to go!
I'm a huge fan of the Titanic, as you all know. I love it. I'm fascinated with that shit.
Suffocated by the breast of a mummy.
I was going to say, he looks like he's been hugged to death. That's why I was laughing.
Again, it does look like a bit of a death by bear hug.
It looks like Rabbi's dream, basically.
What? Okay, well, again, not with them, but maybe maybe we close on Nicola Bryant. That would be a way to go. I wouldn't even resist.
I'd love them to do a proper Titanic episode, actually.
Yeah.
But again, it's a kind of a historical moment, and I wouldn't like Chris Chibnall to do it because he changed the whole thing. He'd probably make the captain a woman just for the sake of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like.
I think they could have cut that a bit earlier, because Elizabeth Sladen's face is like, how long do I need to keep doing this?
Yeah. Right, let's go straight into the next one. As we said, we're on a bit of a tight schedule, but I think we're doing well.
We're moving through. That's certainly true.
Well, it's 7:42 now, so if he starts at 8, we're a bit screwed, but if he starts at 9...
No, whenever we have to stop, we'll stop. I mean, we've seen this before, okay? It's fine.
Yeah, I hope everybody...
that has to take priority. I really do.
I think people will understand when we have to leave. If we have to leave, we'll tell you.
Yeah. We're all up for
that. Not yet. I want to keep it a little bit of a surprise still, so hold on.
Yeah, I know what's happening. Don't worry. I know what's happening. Don't tell me.
I know you do. Yeah, everybody that's on the panel's in the know.
Somebody splurted it out the other day, the live stream.
Oh,
somebody who should have splurted it out.
I know what's happening.
So everybody does. Get away. It's supposed to be a secret.
I know.
I'm only messing. Right, let's go. Episode 3.
Right, ready?
We ready?
Ready.
Knock yourself out.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He just can't help himself. He just has to go.
You're right. Okay, listen. There's a town. The town next to me is called Alfei Menashe. It's a little. Every time I drive past it, I don't drive. My wife drives. I can't not say Alfei like from EastEnders.
Yes.
Every time I get stopped, I go, okay, I can't stop it.
Oh,
Don't have.
he's on I'm a Celeb right now, and he's doing my mum's ending.
Oh, I'm watching that myself.
Oh, I'll tell you, the worst thing he ever did, unfortunately, was take over Jim Will Fix It. Do you remember that year? Just as it came, like the day after it came out or something.
Oh yeah, the whole thing, the fake show. Yeah.
Yeah, BBC have a lot to answer for, don't
That's
they?
it. That's it. It was him. Shane Ritchie took over it. That's
Yeah, right. And
I
it was like
remember
saying
that.
Sarah Jane took charge there.
There you go.
Yeah, there's no Lee, you're wrong. There's no strong female character.
Oh, my mistake.
What are you talking
Doesn't the
about?
top of that machine look like a golden tit?
Never happened, mate.
No, now I'm going to pay attention. Oh, man, he's such a wonderful treasure character. Love it.
I've got to say though, it's such an interesting thing for a villain that he's not even there, like in the timeline, like even like it's such an interesting like idea for Sutek that he's just this all-powerful being that can just watch a screen like 3,000 years and still have an impact and like almost beat them.
No.
And of course, they reused the same voice actor for the devil, based in the Satan pit, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but he didn't really say any words, did he? That was the only. When I got told after the fact, because like I said, I was just classic at that. Sorry, I was just new here at that point. I was like, oh, okay. And then afterwards, I was like, but he didn't even really say a lot. Just sort of growled. But that was probably a Russell thing anyway to bring him back. So.
Oh, Russell brought back a lot of the.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably Russell pushing him.
Members and cameos and in parts of the show. He was very good at doing that, including the classic cast. That's the one thing I actually like about the RTD era is the fact that he did, and Moffat kind of continued that tradition as well. So that was nice.
We weren't sick of it then when Russell did it.
No.
I think that's pictures of the
cast,
either the young princes of the time or Churchill. It looks like.
Yeah.
Might not.
By the way, I'm still loving The Crown there, Noel. And I thought there's some great episodes with Margaret Thatcher so far.
I don't understand. I look. It seems to be getting mixed reviews from people.
Yeah, it's better, that's why.
Some are enjoying it, and some, like myself, think it was a bar fest.
I am so loving this season. It's like because this was my childhood.
Yeah, I know, and I kind of get it. That's why you're kind of attached to it more, and you probably have that.
Oh,
more
and also the whole stuff with Margaret Thatcher. It's just weird. Gillian Anderson looks and sounds exactly like Margaret Thatcher, the least sexy person in the existence of the human species. But it's Gillian Anderson, and she's still kind of sexy.
Confusing a lot of people out there.
Yeah, God, that horrible speech, the Mummy Return speech. The mummy has returned. Oh, it's like Thatcher's last engagement before she retired.
Well, in fairness, I'll give her one thing. As an Irishman, obviously, we hate her.
I thought you were going to say, I'll give her one.
Well, I will say this as a leader, and a female leader too. She took no prisoners. She was badass.
Yeah.
But
okay, just to update, the person who's doing the stream has just said he's setting up.
Oh, well then we better get into the Twitter chat. So when he puts the link in, we're there and ready to go.
Right.
No, I knew this was going to happen.
No. We could easily finish this tomorrow.
Yeah, and then do the new Who.
Yeah.
Right. That kind of works.
Yeah, should we just pause at episode 2? Sorry, episode 3. Just pause
Well, when
episode
do
3.
they actually set up? Because it might take
Wait
Okay.
to get the link and
it
then
might
we'll
take them a few minutes to set up.
Yeah.
But we should actually ask how long it's going to take them to set up, shouldn't we? That'd be a good idea.
Well, it'll take about 20 minutes, and by that time we'll have been done with this one. So, I mean,
Yeah, and then we just have one more episode to go. So, yeah.
it's just I'm keeping my eye on it. Anyway.
Yeah, same here, because I don't want to miss it, actually. Because
Well, we won't.
Person usually starts half an hour late anyhow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we should,
I know.
I'm saying. That's why I think we should just text them and say, what time do you actually want us in the studio at?
Okay, this person is never going to tell us a time. Okay, I love this person dearly, right? I do. I love this person dearly.
I know.
It'll irritate him, and it won't give us the right answer anyway.
Right, well then we might as well. Will we tell everybody whose stream we're going on tonight then?
Well, wait till we finish this episode.
Right. Yeah. Even though half of you already know, I thought it was going to be a surprise. But obviously the cat's
Well, it was a surprise until he blurted it out.
So you know, on YouTube, nothing's ever a surprise.
No.
Maybe people didn't hear.
Well, the person blurted it out.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. This person blurted it out. Yeah. So everyone goes on and says, "Oh, your public figure of you on YouTube." Like, no, it's Andram, mate. Nothing ever works professionally on YouTube.
I mean, have you ever seen us try and sync an episode just for a watch along?
Yeah. We can't even sync an episode for a watch along. What do you expect?
No. We spend half the time going, what's the timestamp? Like, what scene are you on?
It's already spread across the whole entire internet. Okay, well then it's no surprise anyway, but we're making an appearance on Gary's stream Neurotics after this. This is why there was an urgency to do this stream early so we didn't miss the stream with Gary. As you know, there's a time difference for us all, so he's tried to do it at a time that will suit us all. Which is absolutely fantastic. So it's Fury of the Whovians 2.
Part 2, yeah. You guys are in part 2.
Part 2, and it'll feature obviously myself, Rabbi, Lee, I think, as well, and a couple of other people that we know. Hill versus Babyface, apparently.
Oh, Hill versus Babyface coming on?
Az is on, yeah.
Az is going to be there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to show.
And if I'm correct, I don't know if he's actually confirmed, but I'm pretty sure that Mr. Ballstreck himself,
he's coming on as well.
Awesome.
Is returning. So yeah, that's good.
And he sounds very fired up if you look at his tweet.
Well, listen, I've been talking to him, as you know. Me and Ballstreck keep in touch. We've been talking the last few weeks. And I can tell you right now that when this guy comes back in mid-December, he's seen what's been going on, even though he hasn't said much. But when he comes back, he's coming back with a vengeance. This is a side of Ballstreck that I even I'm kind of like, do I really want to see it?
Ballstreck had some time out, didn't he?
Yeah. But
he's trigger trade
batteries, and he's raring to go. And I tell you one thing, there's a couple of things he wants. He's going to actually get a few things off his chest tonight about Big Finish as well.
Is Doomcock going to be there?
This is not doing well this year.
Rabbi, you might need to hide.
Why? Everyone's out. Welcome to their opinion.
Yeah. So my lead's going to be there tonight.
Chris
is the absolute worst releases that you've ever done this
Chris
year.
is in our chat, moderates for Gary as well. And he's saying that there's a possibility that we will get the 4th episode in. So we'll just start it as soon as this one's over.
Yeah.
And then we'll give her a quick meeting. We'll finish up and then join us. Then Gary throws the link up, guys. And yeah, we won't get a word in edgeways, by the way, because Az is on. Az is like legend. We all just sit there in awe of the man.
He's your Moriarty, isn't he?
Yeah, I love him. I think he's absolutely. Listen,
I love Az as well.
When he was introduced to everybody, I don't know where he came from. Never heard of him before. I'm gonna be honest. And then he just came out of nowhere, and everybody started promoting him. And Cheryl will tell you, we literally sat down and watched as many of his videos as we could to see what the guy was like. And he's just so funny. He's just
He is.
hilarious.
Yeah, I love his reviews.
He's
Well,
brilliant.
he used to
Oh,
do
speaking of
video
reviews, have you
games.
seen Discovery
He used to do
this
video
week?
games, yeah. Yeah, he's back
That's
doing
why.
a few video games now, but since he started doing all of this stuff, he's brilliant. All of his videos are absolutely fantastic, and he's always on point. I love his channel, so I love being on with him. But the thing about it is, he's just as bad as me. Actually, he's not good for me. He doesn't shut up, so it's going to be interesting to see me and Rabbi, because Rabbi doesn't shut up either. Neither does me. This is going to be a disaster.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no!
One thing that Matic does right is he says no talking over each other, and he gets what he wants. So we'll see.
Yeah, well,
Have
we
you
behave
seen Discovery
ourselves.
this week?
We don't talk over each other like Rabbi's talking over me now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're the worst culprit now.
See, now he's doing it now. See, this is what happens.
I
Shut up.
interjected.
Is that what you call it?
No. Speaking of ads, have you seen Discovery this week?
I don't watch it anymore, mate.
I heard it was a train wreck.
No, I
This
don't
week's
watch it.
episode, it's so effeminate, you will grow a vagina while watching it.
well, I seen
It's
the
unbelievable.
thumbnail for his latest video, and I was going to go in and watch it because, you know, I do watch his videos, but the thing about it is, I just, Discovery's been shit since season 1, yeah? It was never going to improve.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look.
1 second, no. Can you throw up my thumbnail I did for my review?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We got a touching brother and brother scene.
I just want to ask. I'm going to ask.
That's not my dirty pictures again.
Is this thumbnail age appropriate?
Yes, it's totally clean.
Okay.
Even for me.
Even for you, yeah, that says a lot now. Right, let's have a look at his latest thumbnail.
Yeah, and we now have another death coming up.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. You were spot
This is
on there,
an
Rabbi.
actual scene that happens in the episode, okay? This actually happens in the episode.
Oh, for fucking See, this is why I won't watch it. You know, Picard
It's
is
awful. It's
I'm gonna
so
come back
bad.
and review Picard, but I mean, I can tolerate Picard to a certain extent because I know it's not as bad as Discovery, even though Picard is still pretty bad. It's not as bad as Discovery. Look at Discovery and Lower Decks. And I know there are fans of Lower Decks out there. Fair enough.
There are old fans of Lower Decks out there. That's not true.
Right? But Lower Decks is not Star Trek, right? You shouldn't have the Star Trek name, and they certainly should. And listen, if you knew Gene Roddenberry, you know that he doesn't like comedy.
Even his own son doesn't know Gene Roddenberry. It doesn't know his father anymore.
Oh, that's crap.
Oh, God, yeah. I said that to you, Rabbi. I almost had a breakdown when I read that.
Oh, yeah, they broke that on the channel.
Yeah, it was Rob Burnett broke it originally. Rob Burnett, and then Gary Doomcock followed it up.
Oh, here's where Sarah Jane now uses the gun. We've been told to stay on topic again, folks. We're being.
And she's an excellent shot. Who knew?
Well, yeah, that was one of her gripes. She never shot before, let alone been a crack shot.
Also,
Well, maybe she was a war correspondent and she had some training.
Also, wearing a dress and shooting a gun.
Yeah.
Wearing like a ladylike dress.
Oh, don't give the internet ideas. I do Sarah Jane in the early days, and she'd be like, "Commando."
Sometimes during these watch-alongs, we might touch on other stuff as well as the episode that we're watching. So just to let you know, sometimes we do go off a bit course a little bit, but we do snap back. Don't worry. But yeah, this is where they come up with the idea now. Tom Baker's doctor is about to get into the monkey. See, we are watching. We just like to talk. We're all a bunch of talkers on this stream.
We are. That's true.
It's like trying to herd a bunch of cats at times with us.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, right, here's the thing. No matter how I try to, like, you know, keep everybody in check, I mean, I can't even keep myself in check, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite. So I just go with it now. You know, it's the best thing to do. If it ends up being a shit show, it ends up being a shit show. If it ends up being great, it ends up being great. People are watching. Everybody's having a laugh for what, 2 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, no, just okay. This is not about this episode, I will admit. But weren't you the guy who kind of broke the Sontarans in this season story? I think you were, weren't you?
what, the Sontarans coming
Yeah,
back?
I think you were. I was just looking
Yeah.
back at my thumbnails from back
No, I
then.
was the first person to say Sontarans were coming back. But again, you know, we have, you know, who and all of his other crowd. Oh, by the way, they're all very quiet all of a sudden. So the video that they took down, Diva, was the exact same video that they had that information about the Sontarans in it. So it's very interesting to that guy tried so hard to have that video removed. So which means to me, there's something else in that information that I put out there that I think I've gotten right. And this is why there was a campaign to get it removed, because they've tried so hard. Seriously, I've never seen so much effort to have someone's video removed talking about rumor and speculation. Why? Why did it bother them so much? So
I don't think it was a magazine, it was being the diva.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I've got some Sontarans right now. Nobody knows if they're going to be what the other part of the rumor says binary or whatever, the fucking non-binary or whatever it is, right? But I did say Sontarans, and Sontarans are back. So all the haters are quiet all of a sudden, Rabbi. I've noticed that all the haters are gone quiet all of a sudden. And the best thing you should do is stay quiet. I told you.
Yeah.
Dismiss me.
Yeah,
I
like the
Walt said, it's better to keep your mouth closed.
I don't put this stuff out to rile up fans. I don't put it out for clicks, likes, or whatever. I put it out because this is the information I've been given and I've been asked to put it out. Now, again, I don't know how many times me sources, and they're the ones that get the credit, by the way, not me. I just
You know what they say, though, Noel? Silence is violence.
Yeah. But then so are words, so you can't win anyone.
Can't win anyone with them.
Okay, I'm not, as I said last night as well, resources obviously is not going to get everything right. They never do. That's the thing. They get information from multiple people as well. That's how it works.
It's a percentile thing, you know.
So we throw it out there, and we do, as YouTubers, we do hope that some of the information we put out there is true. And sometimes we do get disappointed when some of the stuff that we get and we'd like it to come true doesn't happen. It can be disappointing, but at the end of the day, I've never done this to upset anybody, but it does it's been making me think in the last couple of days, why did this person and all the rest of them try so hard to have the video removed, and it happened to contain the news of the Sontarans in it? And what happened? We actually got footage, by the way. Someone filmed them as well.
Yeah.
It's on Doctor
It's
Who.
all right, Noel. You're not that we got this covered level yet, so you're nowhere near that. So you're fine. You're doing all right.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't care if I get any of it right. I just report it anyway.
Exactly. So just
got every right to talk about these things.
Hammer out what you got, you know.
I have people saying to me as well, "Are you going to apologise when you don't get any? Why? Why should I?"
No, it's
you
a
said
rumor.
it's rumor. You don't have to apologise.
That's what these newbies don't understand, right? They've been in the fandom 5 minutes, and they think that their social justice thing
here it is.
all over
I
everything.
think you shoot some kind of professional broadcasting platform.
Fandoms have always done this. Every fandom has discussions, rumours, all the rest of it.
There, right? Even the way she's holding the gun there, I'm not convinced that she could make that shot from that distance anyway. Right? That's hitting someone's face. She's there holding the gun, and the gun is flopping all over the place. Like, she's not even holding it properly.
Hard into the shoulder, hard into the shoulder.
Well, look, we'll see what happens. I do like the new Sontaran design, I have to be honest with you. But again, you know, he hasn't been bad with the redesigns except for the Daleks. Let's be honest.
He got one thing right. He got the right, everything else.
And he got the Jadoon. The
Jadoon, yeah. But the design wasn't great. I didn't like the Mohawk. His card is awful.
Yeah.
I did. I like the mohawk.
The dude in their New Rock boots.
Yeah, I had New York boots back, like
I've still
10,
got a pair,
15,
mate.
And the new
20 years
Cybermen-
ago.
The new Cybermen. See, I'm caught in two minds because originally I thought they were okay, right?
Yeah.
But then when I seen what Chibnall did and put inside them, then I was like, no, forget about it. That that there's dead Time Lords in those Cybermen. No, doesn't work with me. Sorry.
That was puff to the gunshot there.
The basic design, I think, is the best Cybermen design I've ever seen.
I disagree with you. The Mondasian Cybermen are the best Cyberman design.
Well, I know the Mondasian Cybermen from World Not from Time, okay, with the smaller light on the top. That's very good.
Yeah.
But I'm saying just in terms of like representing what Cybermen are, like their strength, they're like it got the character right, which this new Dalek did. The reason this Dalek is so thin, other than to look like a dildo, is so they can control Dalek, so they can make it thinner.
We got a sonic screwdriver.
The Dalek dildos. Let me try and pull those up.
Oh God! Well, as I said, Rabbi, we've had a sonic screwdriver looks like a sex toy. Now we've got a Dalek looks like one.
Yeah. I'm trying to get these guys on my channel. They're going.
I don't understand how you can talk about this and not be talking about this amazing episode we're watching.
It's amazing. It's too amazing to talk about. We can't criticize it. It's too amazing. Okay, just can't criticize it.
I love this set so much. I can't tell you.
Oh. That always reminds me of the old Mars Easter eggs. The old Smarties Easter eggs had that kind of
yes,
wrapping on them. Back in the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, Doc's in trouble. Doc's in trouble.
When chocolate tasted better. Because there's things that should have been in it.
I think this episode's unique for me. The first time I ever thought that the Doctor actually could be in trouble.
Yeah.
I know, it's just such a powerful moment, isn't it? With any Doctor, where you're just like, oh, like you obviously know they're going to be okay.
By the way, no. If you can throw up the image I just shared with you, you might. It's worth talking about.
Now, come on. Now you're
it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
I know, but this is a child-friendly. I do have.
We swear like crazy.
I just need to point out.
Child-friendly. We swear our asses off on.
We swear like sailors, mate. We swear like camera crews.
Right. Listen. I do have people under the age of 18 that actually watch this channel, and I don't think that's appropriate.
You're under 18. Okay. Look away now.
It's just worth talking about. That's all I'm saying.
No, that isn't worth talking about. Anywhere in this stream is that. That's a separate stream. Yeah, talking about these kind of things. By the way, did you ever manage to get an interview with those two people?
No, they got back to me, but they didn't want to come on for an interview because they.
I wouldn't blame them. They designed something like that. They should be actually, I won't say.
Oh, they got much better stuff than that.
Right, come on, let's start it, Rabbi. Do the countdown because you'll get the.
Okay, episode 4. Get it ready. Are we ready?
Yeah.
5, 4.
Ready?
Oh, you're not ready?
No, I was going to say, is the chat ready?
Yeah, forget about the chat. The chat is ready. The chat is on the bar.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
I just looked it up, Rabbi. I just googled it, Rabbi. Ooh.
And you know what? Because he said press play, I pressed the app press play.
Oh man, I didn't even realize. I can't get out of my head. I'm sorry.
That's it. Rabbi is banned. Banned.
Well, this is going to be an interesting conversation for later.
Banned now. That's it.
Make sure you share that picture with Gary.
You know what they say?
Yes.
Oh, God, you got it,
They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and that's Rabbi.
That's true.
The explosion there, you can tell it was a model shot.
Yeah. But still.
It's the best that they could had to work with back then.
Yeah.
Bright eyes.
I just love it.
Burning
And it was the right amount of episodes as well, wasn't it? I said it was the right amount of episodes as well. It was like a nice, good story.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Sutek's bum hand yet.
Oh yeah, when he stands up.
No.
It's probably the same character from Star Wars with the blue jeans.
Yeah.
Retro Dicky says, press play and ring that little bell. Smiley face.
They're always good. It's always good advice.
Yeah, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed to me or any of me panelists, then what have you been doing with your life? Because we're very funny people. Well, except for Lou, he's not funny. He's English, and they try to conquer the whole world. But there you go. What can you do?
I remember character options done a Sutek toy. Like
got
you
that,
could,
yeah.
there was
grab
LEDs in the back. You could
Yeah,
just press
let
it
me
and
grab
eyes
it.
lit up. Fortunately, I never got it.
Lost of the Sirens.
Oh, Rabbi, I know what you're talking. I think I know what you're talking about. It's just so now. I saw a picture of it next to the Book of Genesis and a Daleks. I'm like, ooh.
1 second. Okay, this is something you're not going to want to share. This is just something for the the rest of the panel to see. I think it's a very inventive. If you want to, I should just give you the link.
Yeah, put it in the private
Yeah,
chat.
I can't really see that. It looks weird.
Yeah,
Well, it's Rabbi sent it, so of course it is.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the second channel because I will be throwing up videos from next week. Might even do a panel on it actually. We've done a little video, so I might even do a panel to kind of get the channel up and running. And there's his little Zootek with his little eyes glowing. Wow.
Oh, that's a lovely.
Hold on.
And yeah,
removals on.
Made some good classic stuff in the
Oh,
day.
you've got it.
Made some good classic stuff in the day.
did you? Okay, did you see that link I just sent you? Who do we lose? We just lost Noel. Where's everybody
He's,
going?
he's knocking us all off and putting you on big screen.
Oh, why?
Because of your toy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Better get it out then. There you go. Sutek, Lost of the Sirens. Fear me. Now, Sutek is telling you the only way to save yourself from his wrath is to sign up for my Indiegogo email list. Sign up right now, and Sutek will either become your servant or you will become Sutek's slave. Slave to Sutek. So there you go.
Always the opportunity, Rabbi.
Yes, I again, listen, I'm a subscriber whore, but I'm also a whore for my subscribers. Whatever they want, I'll do.
That's what you've been buying on Etsy, Rabbi.
Isn't that still fascinating? And it's a husband and wife team in Australia making all this stuff.
Rabbi is getting sacked now. The shameless plug as well. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, listen, I'm always going to shamelessly plug. It's just, listen, why would you not think that's going to happen?
True. True. You know I'm only joking, by the way. You can plug as much as you want, pal. It's your Indiegogo. So if you want to throw the link as well in the chat. Is he making faces while I'm talking?
No, I'm going to say, yeah, there was good faces.
What do you think?
It wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, well, I could see you cornering me up because I'm watching it on my phone.
I'm like in front of you. I'm being broadcast on YouTube. I'm not. This is not hidden. Here you go. Here's my. Oh, Chris Birdie just threw it up for me.
There, right, so
far more efficient than me.
So the link is there for you folks in the chat. Go and sign up. Yeah, email. Blah 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 blah. You can see if you haven't, go and check it out. On he does a few videos on it as well.
There's a TARDIS key.
Oh, I spared the wrong page with you guys. Did I say the wrong page with you?
You could
Yeah.
clearly see that you are on
Dang, sorry, I was
screen.
searching for it. Here, let me now go. I'm just going to show you the correct page. 1 second.
You could clearly see that the TARDIS key was on a string.
That's the thing I wanted to share with you guys. I'm terribly sorry.
The link is in the chat.
And it's quite clever.
Why not? Look, no way. Get away, will you, man?
No, and it's quite clever how the Doctor has the, oh, it's isomorphic. I said it, I'm surprised. And then he's just like, okay, I'll just take you over then. And then I still get what I want. It's like,
Yeah.
the Doctor's like, thinks he's so clever, and then they're just like, oh, no, you're not. Love those moments with any Doctor.
Oh, God's sake.
Rabbi.
Rabbi.
Actually, I wanted to show you guys. That was the first page was the search. It wasn't that interesting. The one I found was like, who said this?
Are unbelievable.
Yeah, you can see the strength.
Unbelievable.
Pika, pika.
I'm just not going to look. You guys
I don't know. Don't look, Charlotte. Don't. No. Don't ever look.
Avert your eyes.
I'll carry on being the innocent one.
Oh no! I'm not clicking that link.
Don't click that link.
No,
No way.
Oh no!
For the rest of your life.
Oh, I put one in. I think I found a Dalek one. I've put it in a private chat.
Yeah, I saw. I like it. I mean, who's reviewing that?
I know someone put it in a Genesis of Dalek book. I'm like, what?
Well, I guess
That's the greatest picture ever.
Doc's pretending to be under the control. So you
I was going to ask, is he actually pretending, or
yeah, I
is it
think
actual
so.
control?
I think it's a bit of both.
I was going to say, it has a bit of ring that he's a bit controlled to me when I was watching
It's a
it.
bit of both.
Because it makes sense with the explanation he gives in a bit as to why he's out of it. So I was like, sure, there must have been some control there.
His eyes.
I know, it's a bit freaky.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that. Isn't he?
Oh god. Sorry, I'm thinking about that sex toy.
I mean, normal Tom has got the buggy eyes, hasn't he? Like the bulging eyes. And if you have him to go, oh, could you be more creepy, please? It's going to be creepy.
All he needs is a bit of red eyeliner under
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
He's got that Rasputin face on from what that movie was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we just got a link on Twitter.
No, we didn't.
We're gonna have to finish this tomorrow, aren't we?
Right, so he's doing an hour. He's doing an hour and a half. He said, "Cool." He still hasn't sent the link yet.
Yeah, so you probably were able to just squeeze this one episode.
Right. I mean, we're nearly there, aren't we?
We're nearly
Yeah.
there.
Carlos,
Like 15 minutes now.
Yeah, 10 minutes in we are. And we've got.
And also, I don't think it's listed on YouTube yet, is it?
No.
No.
Yeah, so-
We'll get this done. Once the episode is over, I'll just ask everybody quickly on the panel to give you our rating, and then we'll end it there. Then no more, because I'll give because everybody will need a break before we hop on to the other stream. Anyway, Rabbi might need to make a cup of tea. I have to throw on air dinner as well. So yeah, I'll be there, which is all. But everybody will need a bit of a break after this because we've gone right through. Actually, we haven't taken a break this week.
Right.
Well, isn't it good when we do it this way, though? I think it's better if we do it this way.
I think so too. I agree with you. I do agree with you.
Because we're only an hour. We're an hour and 59 minutes in. Like, think about if we didn't chat at the start because I was waiting on you guys because we did start early. That was my fault. So I was talking for about 20 minutes. So if we take that 20 minutes out, we're looking at what, an hour and a half? Hour and 45 minutes of stream on the Classic Who 4-part story. That's not bad.
I tell you, I'm looking at this thing I shared. I want to buy it for everybody on the panel as a Christmas present. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Cheryl opens it up. Wouldn't
No,
that be
Rabbi, seriously, anyone gives you jip on Twitter, you should just
which one
recommend
shall
them that
I play?
Dalek one.
Come here for a minute. If I handed that to her, she'd bleed and kill me.
Oh, and also,
Any-
Come here
Okay,
for
I
a
had a
minute.
great idea one time that I wanted to sell mints, but I wanted to put them in a condom,
Would you?
right?
Would you give one
Condom.
Condiment.
Right?
What, Rabbi? Would you give one to your wife?
Yeah, well, I told her the idea. I said,
Yeah, the
we can
Euro
make-
trash.
we'll make condiment, right? The mint that comes in a condom. You know, you can have it like
Oh, lordy.
Right, stop now. Come on.
Oh, this has turned into Euro trash.
I know, yeah.
Hang on.
Just do a show on your channel, a Euro trash style show on your channel.
I don't know what Euro trash is, but I guess
It's Duro trash.
Euro trash.
oh,
We
and
should,
also, do we have
He'll
we
tell
have
you
we
what's
worked
kosher.
out
Yeah.
have we worked out what the next week's episode is? Because we usually spend about
Oh, that's
20
a good
minutes.
idea. What with Peter Davison? Who is it?
Mine was that was my selection.
Oh God, sorry.
That
So what was it?
The Five Doctors.
Oh, good choice. Very good
choice.
choice.
Which version?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the
Do I can
latest
hear
one.
myself?
yeah, so we'll watch.
Yeah, make sure to what version it is.
And yeah, I used to watch Euro trash as well, so that it's actually a good show. It used to be on channel 4 and then it moved.
BBC Two.
They did one resurgence episode. It was brilliant.
Channel 4, and then I went from Channel 4 then on to not Comedy Central, but some other fucking channel.
Oh yeah,
like-
Eurotrash was on. It was on 4. But before that, he had another show, didn't he? Rapido.
Ah,
on
I
BBC
remember
Two.
Rapido. That was my era. That was just before I left England.
Yeah, Rapido.
It's a bit sad what happened to Lolo Ferrari.
yeah. But I suppose if you have big, massive jugs like she did,
Yeah.
you know, and the back problems that she had and stuff. I mean, the women don't realize that like the big, huge boobies that you know, pain and stuff. And
See,
and
what
again,
apparently happened was that because their chest size, it was causing so much weight in her heart, and her heart gave out,
yeah,
and that's how she died.
yeah. She
Yeah.
was told to get them reduced, but she wouldn't listen.
Oh,
Yeah,
She was told to get them reduced, and she wouldn't listen.
yeah.
yeah.
And she was a big part of Euro Trash. For anybody knows, it's a show when people weren't offended. There was a show on the TV that basically explored the
Sexuality in general, yeah.
around Europe.
Around Europe,
And
yeah.
It was fun, but I had a comic element to it. I have to add that there was a comic element to it because, you know, I think that's why it was allowed on TV because it
Colin
was
Jean Paul.
funny too.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you don't.
I'm
feel anything.
a big believer in not taking all this stuff too seriously. I mean, like, you
Pee
know,
and Popo.
Nah, but nowadays, you got people, Rabbi, today, unfortunately, you have to be kind of careful what you say and what you do because everybody's watching. And unfortunately, you know, we've seen it already. YouTube is still doing it, mass bleeding, deleting channels because of.
YouTube has been a real like painter. They're taking about 60 subscribers off me this month.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
YouTube, not Ofcom.
Like
Oh.
crazy numbers.
I love that
I'm
comic timing.
I'm a rabbi who likes boobies. How subversive can I possibly be?
That was
Like,
the
how
best
big
bit in
is
this
what I'm saying?
episode. They just come in, turn, look at what's going on, turn right round, and walk back out again. I love it.
Yeah, Doc, turn around. Dr. Don, turn around.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I think of Charlie and Chocolate Factory though?
No. Not as bad as the stuff I'm thinking at the moment, Charlotte.
But imagine counting with the stitches of the scarf, taking how calculate how the the key code to open the door.
There we go, fixed. Yeah.
Got a little bit better with CSO in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this CSO is really working well.
I love Sarah's reaction when he scrolls that.
Oh dear.
And also you can tell that they really went out for these ones. They just got a bit of gold tape and put them on these mummies to be like, these are Horace's mummies.
Here, they're different.
These are different, yeah.
They CUDA taped them, yeah. Bunk some tape on it.
Relax. Don't do it.
I love how he writes "relax" backwards.
Frankie. Frankie says relax.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Now
like
Pro
Sarah
Omega's been
Jane.
infected.
Yeah, Sarah Jane, without having to say it, you can just read. She's basically saying in her head, "What else am I gonna do?" Like it's a very lovely reaction she gives. Like I said,
You know, this looks like the same plastic tube that was used in Destiny of the Daleks for Romana.
Probably is.
It looks like it.
Yeah, with the rivets. Yeah,
Yeah.
just bent perspex with rivets.
Clever doctor.
Yeah.
Well, that looks like one of the eggs you used to get out the vending machines in the 80s.
Yeah. I remember them. Yeah. The large ones you could use for Dalek hemispheres.
I think I used them for Dalek.
Everyone's doing it. The large
lights
ones. They're
for
the perfect size.
Yeah.
Use them for vac forming and they come out perfect. Just try to use the translucent one, not the transparent one. It might get cracked. Oh dear.
But actor there, he said he had to stand there for like hours, waiting for them so they could do the transition shot later.
Oh.
Sutek's a wee bit furious.
Yeah. Oh dear. I'm dead.
Oh dear.
He was smoking a bit heavily there.
You can see their heads and the shadows in the police box.
I feel like singing the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner now.
I think that was the last time we saw the police box lit up inside, and I thought that must have been a bad idea.
Yeah. Tell me why I have to be a power slave. It's not as bad as the blue light they put on it later.
I do like that little traveling effect thing.
Tunnel.
Yeah.
It's like those things you have when you were a kid. What they're called when you put them to the.
Why is
your eye
this
and you
shot
look
close
through.
up? Because you don't want to see where his hands are.
Looks like a kaleidoscope.
I couldn't think of what it's called. One of those.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
By Caldor City, the sort of Magic Bullet Productions, who go to CaldorCity.com, they did 2 series. One, Caldor City with was it Paul Darrow and basically people from Robot Dev. They also did a Pyramids of Mars series, which was very, very good.
I can see the rivets on it this time. Yeah, he's technically still alive, isn't he?
He's too powerful to kill, really, if you think about him.
Yeah.
The Doctor would be able to. Plus, it wouldn't be in his mantra, but it still is a hard foe to not just sort of lock away again.
Yeah.
Not bad for
I can't believe that no one from the current era has written a follow-up story where Jodie feels so bad for Sutek. She goes to the far future.
She's always done it with child's mind.
Apologizes for Tom Baker.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry he trapped you and destroyed the universe. Just crumbles when he gets released. He's done it with a serial killer. Cornell. Oh.
It's nice. This is a nice model shot, wasn't it? The window burning just.
Yeah, I thought so.
And it's good the pyrotechnics and the explosions as well in there. I mean, they knew what they were doing.
Tell you, a great model shot of the Priory burning there. Freaking awesome. Fine. All right, I'm going to bounce. The link was just sent. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Okay, I think 9 out of 10 sounds about right.
Can't wait for your new show, Rabbi.
The problem being was no, I can't bounce till they come back on.
Yeah.
They're probably chatting with Gary right now, I'd assume.
Yeah. By the way, Rabbi, your new show, mate. You got to do the section. Is it the sex one? Is it kosher? You got to do a section called "Is it kosher?"
Is it kosher? Tell it again. The correct answer when somebody asks a rabbi, "Is sex dirty?" The answer is only if you do it right. Only if you do it
right. So, does everybody want to give their score? Because we do have to head off now. So,
9.
Rabbi, what are you giving it?
I'm giving it a 9, and I'm going to bounce now so I can get to the next one.
9.
Bye.
Charlotte.
I'll go 9 as well because that's my
no
first
problem. No, I'll see you in a minute. Go on. What are you giving it, Charlotte? Hey, are you there?
Yeah, 9. 9.
Let me come back to Lee. PD Rich.
I'll give it an 8.
Thanks, Charlotte. I got your 9. Thanks, Charlotte. There must be a bit of a delay, so that's why I'm trying to get everybody in. Right now, PD Rich, can you give your score, please?
I'll give it an 8. I'm not going to go into details, though, because you got bounce.
Oh, fantastic. Alpha Omega?
9. It's always been one of my favorites.
No problem. I'm Real Super Doctor.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
No problem. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 because it is one of my personal favorites as well. We're about to lose Rabbi as well. Lee, are you there? Because I want to finish up. Right, I say Lee will rate this high, but
gentlemen, how are you?
Hello, Gary. Thanks for having us back.
Right, I'm heading off. Obviously, on the other stream, as you can
Who the hell are you?
hear. So, check off without giving his rating. So hold on.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Oh, damn, I can't mute them. We have to. I just have to finish up. I'm sorry about this, but this is madness, man. They should
Gary,
have
just come on here
waited.
for 5 minutes.
Jesus.
See y'all next time.
Right, see
Yeah,
you later.
see you guys.
See you guys.
Have a good one. Stay safe.
Right, listen, folks. I'll say good night. Jeez, I'm sorry about this. They just popped off. Like, do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Right, I'll talk to you soon. Charlotte, thanks for coming on. Alpha,
No problem.
Omega, real super doctor.
No problem.
PD Ray.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. No,
My
you gotta
pleasure.
Go. Gotta go.
Oh, do we knock ourselves off?
I don't know. Oh, Jesus, he left the stream running. Oh.
Oh, this is right. We have to knock ourselves off, I think. But then if it's left, if this one's going to keep running.
Still left the stream. Oh, sorry, I have to just text him quickly. Ooh.
Yeah, so one of us is going to have to just message him.
Or else it's going to be a dead stream running, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. If he's left this one live.
If you haven't already, go over to Gary's channel, Nerdrotic.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat in a second. Just give me a second.
We'll have to vamp just for a couple of minutes. Oh no, Chris, no. Welcome to the Charlotte Show, no.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, left it running. I don't know. Honestly, don't know what to do. Just reading the chat. Yeah, we've been trapped.
Yeah, it's sort of, we're the one.
We've been trapped on a
I'm guessing
stream.
we're not, yeah.
Trapped in a... Oh, you were trying to vamp. Well, wasn't that a good episode?
This is the equivalent of being in like a real life time tunnel.
We're lost in a dark dimension.
Yeah, isn't it really?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Because surely he'll know if somebody tells him.